many of you may be completely overwhelmed by all the talk on TV, radio, internet, by all the automakers about how great their mid and small size SUVs are. If you listen to them, all of theirs is the best. Well, after you go and see those SUVs, many of you may be just as underwhelmed by the actual product when you get to the dealership's lot. Well, this week on the Auto Insider, we're reviewing this 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. And while we weren't as impressed with the exterior as we are with the interior, this may be an SUV that's different than all the rest. By now, you must be thinking this remote is the star of the video. Well, it's not, but it does play a huge part in all of the technology that this Santa Fe comes loaded with. But while most of you will be buying an SUV, it's for its usability and its cargo capacity. And as you can see here, there's good capacity and it's configurable. Something that I think more SUVs should focus on, like all this underfloor storage. And when these seats are folded flat, there's almost nothing you can't get from the big box store or the hardware store. Here beneath the floor is compartments you can put things away so they don't roll around in the cargo area. The second row seats, your young people will love them. And while it's not some humongous second row seat, it is adjustable forward and back, as well as there's an ability to recline the second row. So if you're going on a long road trip, you can get a little more space out of this second row. You have AC vents here, 2 USB charging ports, as well as an AC adapter if you want to take along any video games. You have heated outboard seats here on the second row, as well as retractable sunshades that help block the sun out on those extra hot days. Speaking of extra hot days, you have a panoramic roof with a shade here that keeps everybody covered. But when you want to let the light in, push of a button, and front and second row passengers have access to light. Back doesn't open, but front row passengers, that's who really counts. And Hyundai understands that philosophy. Comfortable seats and everything here in the cockpit is set up to make it easy for the driver. The center stack is set up really convenient, looks a little bit different, takes a little getting used to these push buttons here for your gear selectors, but after a couple of days, it becomes second nature. Decent cargo area, not going to win any awards here for putting things away, but it is configurable yet again. You have wireless charging as well as a USB charger here, 2 standard size cup holders. This place here is where you slide your phone inside and it keeps it charged while you're driving. Just a push of this, it slides right in. Trust me, it fits in there. And like so many other wireless chargers that we've tested lately, the phone doesn't move, stays in place. This little light illuminates orange, lets you know the phone is being charged. All of your controls here for your heating and AC, heated and ventilated seats. You also have a nice touchscreen infotainment system. You don't have to use it if you don't want. We'll get back to that in a moment. And we really like this little shelf here for putting things when you just want to get right back to them quickly. But now to the technology and safety of this vehicle. As you probably have gathered from the intro to this video, this Hyundai is loaded with technological advances that has it right on the cusp of autonomous driving. And with features like the ability for the odometer to double as a video monitor, you're in for a lot of surprises with this 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe. Well, here on the Santa Fe, you have the option of going in and adjusting the different safety features to your liking. So you can go in and change things like driver attention warning or your forward safety. So you can have it on or you can turn it off if you're annoyed by all those different sensors. And that goes for all of them here. And it's push of a button and you can make those changes right here. And you can set it up based on your driver profile so that you can either have them or not. So if you and your partner both drive the same vehicle, but you all have different ideas of what you need to have, you can go ahead and set that here and save it to your user profile, and you never have to worry about setting that again. We really like this feature and think that Hyundai has done a really good job of making this vehicle customizable. One of the things parents will probably really like about this Santa Fe is the passenger talk. It really amplifies the driver's voice and makes sure you don't go unheard in the second row. And if you've ever watched any other Auto Insider videos, you know we're not always huge fans of the touchscreen. We like to be able to control the heating and AC and radio with buttons and knobs. Not always a touchscreen. Well, Hyundai has plenty of buttons. Steering wheel, you can control your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You also can control your radar cruise control and your lane keep assist there from the steering wheel. You have rain sensing windshield wipers. You have paddle shifters, made it to the 6-speed automatic transmission. You also have automatic headlights with the auto dim feature. When you're driving on those back roads, it will dim and brighten the lights without you having to have any input in that process. Overhead map lights here, set up kind of like an airplane. You also have your programmable buttons here right at the bottom of your mirror to control your garage door opener or gates. Safety features for family. There's a rear seat reminder so you never leave the little ones in the back seat once you make it to your destination. Big plus for driving a hybrid is fuel economy. Out of this hybrid 4-cylinder, we got 28 miles per gallon. And one of the things we really like about this hybrid setup is that Hyundai chose to put a 6-speed automatic transmission with theirs rather than the CVT transmission. That in and of itself is enough reason to buy this hybrid over any other that we've tested recently. And with all that extra wiring you see there in the engine compartment, you may be wondering, where is the standard battery? Well, it's here in the cargo area just beneath the cargo floor. But that's not all Hyundai was able to hide on this Santa Fe. The LED daytime running lights as well as the LED headlights are hidden right here in the bumper line on either side of the signature Hyundai grille. It seemed a little odd at first, but they work well, and there's really a nice integration here into the bumper. And there's also illuminated turn signals in the side mirrors. And there's also LED brake lights and tail lights on the Santa Fe. And I know we said at the start of the video that we weren't overwhelmed by the beauty of this Santa Fe. It did grow on us over the week, and it's even a good-looking midsize SUV. So there you have it. Well, that's all the time we have on the Auto Insider today for this 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe. And while it still may not be the best midsize SUV on the market today, I'm hard-pressed to find another midsize SUV that I like any better. For our money, this is a top-of-the-litter pick if you're trying to find a midsize SUV and save on fuel economy. Well, for more of what's new, what's hot, and what's not, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then download the SoundCloud app, and you can hear all of our reviews in their entirety. And as far as whether or not this Hyundai Santa Fe is hot or not, it's hard to call a hybrid hot, but it's really warm. Till next week, I'm Daryl Killian for the Auto Insider.